Hello everyone, welcome back. They once wore crowns, living in the splendor of royal courts. Yet their lives were filled with both glory and tragedy. From queens who ruled empires, princesses who carried the fate of nations, to empresses who became central figures in historic upheavals, they left an enduring mark on the pages of history. Based on verified historical sources, professional reconstruction software, and advanced AI technology, they return vivid, majestic, as if history itself were unfolding before our eyes. Who would you like to see next? Leave a comment below. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Isabella of Portugal 1503 to 1539, Empress consort of Charles V, was a woman of grace, intelligence, and deep devotion. More than a wife, she served as a trusted political advisor and regent in Charles's absence, skillfully managing the vast empire. Her early death was a profound loss, and Charles V mourned her for the rest of his life. He never remarried. Isabella is remembered as a powerful and beloved figure in imperial history. Princess Dagmar of Denmark, 1847 to 1928, later known as Empress Maria Feodorovna of Russia, was the devoted mother of Tsar Nicholas II and one of Europe's most beloved royals. She married Crown Prince Alexander, who became Tsar Alexander III, renowned for her regal beauty and compassionate heart. Dagmar played a vital role in the Romanov court before witnessing the tragic fall of the Russian Empire. Queen Adelaide of the United Kingdom 1792 to 1849 was the consort of King William IV, known for her piety, kindness, and modest lifestyle. Though none of her children survived to adulthood, she remained a respected royal figure and was beloved by the public. The city of Adelaide in Australia was named in her honor as a symbol of royal virtue. She left a lasting legacy in the era preceding Queen Victoria. Empress Alexandra Feodorovna of Russia 1872 to 1918, wife of Tsar Nicholas II, was the last empress of the Russian Empire. Born as Princess Alex of Hesse, she was known for her deep devotion, melancholic beauty, and unwavering faith. Her close ties with the mystic Rasputin and controversial political influence made her a divisive figure. Tragically, she was executed alongside the royal family during the Russian Revolution. Princess Charlotte of the United Kingdom 1796 to 1817 was the only child of George IV and his legitimate heir. Admired for her independence and connection with the public, she was seen as the great hope of the British monarchy. Tragically, she died in childbirth with her first child, causing national mourning. Her unexpected death led to a succession crisis that ultimately paved the way for the birth and rise of Queen Victoria. Lettice Knowles 1543 to 1634 was a prominent English noblewoman during the reign of Elizabeth I, known for her beauty, wit, and controversial marriage to Robert Dudley, the Queen's close favorite. This union caused her to fall out of royal favor and led to years of political obscurity. Yet Lettice maintained her dignity and influence, living to the remarkable age of 90. She is remembered as a strong and proud figure of the Elizabethan era. Queen Urraca of León 1080 to 1126 was one of the first female monarchs to rule Western Europe in her own right. The daughter of King Alfonso V VI. She inherited the thrones of León, Castile, and Galicia. Her reign was marked by civil war and conflict with her former husband, King Alonso I of Aragon. Despite these challenges, Urraca maintained her authority. She is remembered as a resilient and formidable woman in a turbulent medieval era. Elizabeth Woodville circa 1437 to 1492 was one of England's most controversial queens. A noblewoman without royal blood. She secretly married King Edward Ivth, shocking the court. Known for her beauty and ambition, she became a powerful figure during the turbulent Wars of the Roses. As the mother of King Edward V and grandmother of Henry VIII through her daughter, she played a key role in shaping the rise of the Tudor dynasty. Adeline Louisa Maria 1825 to 1915 was a distinguished English lady known for her elegance and role in Victorian high society. As the wife of William Ward, 1st Earl of Dudley, she was deeply involved in charitable and social affairs. Graceful yet influential, she helped shape the image of the ideal aristocratic lady. Living nearly a century, her life spanned a transformative era in British history. Elizabeth of York 1466 to 1503 was the first queen of the Tudor dynasty, wife of King Henry VIII and mother of Henry VIII. As the daughter of Edward Ivth, her marriage to Henry united the houses of York and Lancaster, ending the Wars of the Roses. She brought legitimacy and harmony to the new reign, and was beloved for her grace and virtue. Elizabeth died in childbirth, leaving the kingdom in deep mourning. Mary, Queen of Scots, 1542–1587, was one of Europe's most tragic and captivating monarchs. Crowned just days after her birth, she endured a life of turmoil marked by 3 marriages and political upheaval. Forced to abdicate, she sought refuge in England only to be imprisoned for 19 years. Ultimately, she was executed on the orders of her cousin, Queen Elizabeth I. Her story remains legendary in the history of royalty. Anne of Brittany 1477–1514 was the last independent Duchess of Brittany and twice Queen of France. First to Charles VII, then to Louis XII, a symbol of Breton identity. She fought to preserve her duchy's autonomy even while entangled in royal politics. Admired for her wisdom, loyalty, and diplomatic skill, and played a vital role in maintaining Britain's culture and influence within medieval France. Catherine of Aragon, 1485–1536, was the first wife of King Henry VIII and mother of Queen Mary I. Born a Spanish princess, she married Arthur, Prince of Wales, and after his death wed his brother Henry. Their nearly 24-year marriage without a male heir led Henry to seek a divorce, triggering the English Reformation. Catherine is remembered for her steadfast loyalty, intelligence, and dignified strength amid personal and political turmoil. Louise of Savoy, 1476–1531, was a powerful figure at the French court and the mother of King Francis I. Widowed young, she raised her son to become a great monarch and served multiple times as regent. During his reign, known for her intellect, diplomacy, and political influence, Louise played a key role in shaping French Renaissance politics and negotiated the Treaty of Madrid. She remains one of the most influential women in early 16th-century Europe. Lady Jane Grey, 1537–1554, known as the 9 Days Queen, was one of England's most tragic historical figures. A great-niece of King Henry VIII. She was thrust into the throne after Edward V's death as part of a political scheme. However, Mary I swiftly deposed her. At just 16 years old, Jane was executed for treason. Though her reign was brief, she is remembered for her intelligence, unwavering faith, and tragic fate. Anne Boleyn circa 1501–1536 was the second wife of King Henry VIII and the mother of Queen Elizabeth I, central to the English Reformation. She was the reason Henry broke from the Catholic Church to annul his first marriage. Intelligent, ambitious, and politically influential, and eventually fell from favor, she was accused of adultery and treason and was executed at the Tower of London. Her greatest legacy lived on in her daughter, who became one of England's greatest monarchs. Isabella I of Castile, 1451–1504, was one of the most powerful queens in Spanish history. Alongside her husband, Ferdinand II of Aragon, she unified Spain and ushered in its Renaissance era. Isabella famously sponsored Christopher Columbus' voyage, laying the foundation for the Spanish Empire in the New World. Known for her devout faith, political acumen, and strong leadership, she played a pivotal role in shaping early modern Europe. Catherine Howard circa 1523–1542 was the fifth wife of King Henry VIII and the cousin of Anne Boleyn. She married the aging king at around 19, capturing his attention with her youth and charm. However, past relationships and alleged infidelities led to charges of treason. Catherine was executed less than 2 years after becoming queen. Her story remains a tragic symbol of youthful naivety caught in the dangerous intrigues of the Tudor court. Isabella II of Spain 1830–1904 ascended the throne at just 3 years old, becoming the first queen to rule Spain in her own right in modern times. Her reign was marked by political instability, court intrigues, and the Carlist Wars. In 1868, she was deposed and spent the rest of her life in exile in France. Though controversial, Isabella II remains a key figure during one of the most turbulent eras in Spanish royal history. Jane Seymour, circa 1508–1537, was the third wife of King Henry VIII and the only one to bear him, a legitimate male heir, Edward VI. Unlike her predecessors, Jane was gentle, modest, and deeply loved by the king. Tragically, she died just days after giving birth, leaving Henry in profound grief. He later chose to be buried beside her, reflecting the special place Jane held in his heart. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and hit subscribe so you won't miss our next exciting content.